Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop, and today I am here with another random review, which means I take a movie and review it randomly. Well, let's see what the fates have brought us this time, shall we? It is the 2007 crime drama starring Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. Ladies and gentlemen, my review of American Gangster. Taking place in the late 60s and 70s in Harlem, the inner city's leading crime boss dies of a heart attack. His driver, named Frank Lucas, takes over and tries to build his own empire. He buys his product directly from the source and smuggles it back into the country with Vietnam servicemen and becomes the big man of the business. While this is going on, a cop close to the streets is put on a task force to bust local suppliers. Will he be able to catch the new kingpin? So what did I think of American Gangster? I thought it's an ordinary crime drama. It's based on a true story, so I wouldn't want it to stray too far from the source material, but director Ridley Scott could have tried to make the film stand out in its genre. We see both of the characters' stories separately for most of the film until they intertwine with each other, giving the two stars very little time actually sharing the screen. The audience witnesses the rise of the new crime boss as his business flourishes. He buys his mother a mansion, recruits his brothers to train them and help him with his empire, and expands into nightclubs, casinos, and prostitution businesses. On the other side, our detective finds out information and begins to scout Frank to see his comings and goings, including an Ali versus Frazier fight. We also get a look into both of their personal lives, whether it be falling in love or going through a divorce. There's some cliche montages of Frank making his money and the production of his drugs being made by naked women, so they don't steal anything. American Gangster tends to borrow lots of elements from other crime and mob movies where they already have played out better. The film can be violent with its opening scene, such as a schmuck being lit on fire and shot, and Frank shooting someone in the head in public. There are a few shootouts, but don't expect a lot of action, as most of the film is conversation heavy, which sometimes can be perfectly fine, but there just wasn't enough material to keep me invested throughout its runtime. Speaking of it, the film is long with a big number of pacing issues. It felt like I was watching a first cut that easily could have been edited down. The performances raised the value of the film, starring Denzel Washington as Frank Lucas, the new man in charge of the Harlem crime scene with big anger issues, Russell Crowe as Richie Roberts, the detective studying to be a lawyer who's on Frank's trail, Josh Brolin as Nick Truppo, a corrupt detective who attempts to blackmail Lucas, Chiwetel Ejiofor as Huey Lucas, Frank's brother who gets recruited into the family business, and Lamari Nadal as Eva, the woman who becomes Frank's wife. American Gangster has its fans, and I did enjoy a few things, but I found it overall to be a tedious watch, and it wasn't as compelling as I expected it to be. I'm gonna give it the rating of meh. You know, it's okay. Alright, well, that's the show. I'll be back with another review this weekend. But until then, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. YouTube.com/Westside515. You can like the show on Facebook, Facebook.com/WestTroopAlist. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and Instagram @WesAlist. Until next time, Troop out.